Happy to take some questions.
Polling with Palestinians revealed Mahmoud Abbas has support of just 15% of the Palestinians in occupied territories, while satisfaction with Hamas stands at 60%. You say Hamas can have no role in the future of Palestine, the Palestinian state. But what if Palestinians democratically choose Hamas representatives?
Hamas will be excluded from the process. We've made that very clear. And the idea, I don't know if you have a different perception than me, the idea you can do polling in Gaza at the moment is quite frankly a triumph of hope over reality.
Wouldn't we have to accept a democratic outcome though of Palestine?
No, we exclude terrorists. We exclude Hamas very clearly.
Prime Minister, your conditions for a Palestinian state would require that Hamas lays down its weapons. How do you propose that is actually going to happen? How does anyone demilitarise Hamas?
The important thing is what the Arab League have said. The Arab League, the countries around the region, as well as the international community, have made it very clear. Hamas has no role. No role.
But how do you actually demilitarise Hamas?
The Arab League have made it very clear that Hamas must lay down its weapons. The international community have made it very clear that Hamas will have no role in a future Palestinian state.
Prime Minister, the White House says Donald Trump isn't married to any one solution on the Gaza conflict. Do you have any concerns that Australia's move to recognise Palestine will affect Australia's relationship with the United States?
President Trump has been an advocate for peace in the Middle East and indeed is characterised by being an advocate for peace around the world. And this is an opportunity that the international community are saying very clearly, enough is enough. What is a way forward for peace and security after 77 years of conflict? The whole world, and indeed Australia, has been committed to a bipartisan support for a two-state solution for a long period of time. One of those states is Israel, the other is Palestine. In order for Palestinians to be able to satisfy their legitimate aspirations for their own state, Israel must be assured of security as well, and that is what the world is working towards.
There's protesters planning to march across the Story Bridge in Brisbane here next weekend as part of some more national protests off the back of the big rally in Sydney recently. If Sydney police are able to manage a crowd of that size marching across the harbour bridge there, do you think police in Brisbane should be able to manage it?
I don't speak on behalf of Queensland Police. I'll allow them to do their job.
Do you support the protest?
I'll allow them to do their job. I'm not going to comment on every specific protest and what the rules are. Those things are worked out by state governments.
Yeah, just back to your earlier answer, I just want to make it clear. So the way it's hoped Hamas is demilitarised is from diplomatic pressure from the Arab League. Is that the path I'm taking?
Well, there's a range of paths, but we're not writing Middle East policy in a backyard here in Brisbane. What the international community are doing is moving forward as one with a common voice that says we must end the cycle of violence. The way to end the cycle of violence is to ensure that Israel can continue to exist in security, in safety, with prosperity, and for the legitimate aims of the Palestinian people to be realised. In 1947, when the United Nations made the decision that they did, they envisaged two states. One, a majority Jewish state, a homeland for the Jewish people, and a homeland for the Palestinian people. That is the vision that was supported by the international community overwhelmingly. That is supported. A two-state solution is supported by the international community, and they are doing what we can to have effect to that, to build on the momentum for peace that is required. People are watching what is happening in Gaza. They're watching it playing out, the catastrophe for humanity that is being played out there. And you can either watch or you can do what we can, which is to be a part of momentum. We're not big players in the Middle East. What we are, though, what we can do is to add our voice to those who are saying enough is enough, and we need to advance the long-term peace and security for both Israelis and Palestinians. Too many innocent lives have been lost.